My name is Remain West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is a place where I separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'll be talking about a very serious topic or situation that is currently ongoing in the world today. This is the new classification that the FBI and CIA have created in America, and they are seems to be trying to create a new kind of terrorist of anchor, and this one is dedicated to black people. I don't understand what is going on in the FBI. They just woke up one day and they announced that they have a new terrorist threat in America. There's something that they are afraid of, and this started in 2017. 2017, they started this. What they say that they have identified a new terrorist group that is potential people that they classify as Black Identity Extremists, BIE, according to them. They say they have some people called Black Identity Extremists, and these people can be violent and they can be planning to do attacks, terrorist attack in America. Okay, what is this classification? This is classified, is designed to categorize people that are pro-black. In other words, anybody that supports Africa, anybody that is the Pan-Africanist, anybody that wants the freedom, emancipation, empowerment of black people can be classified under this BIE, this Black Identity Extremists. Anybody that identifies themselves as black, that they want to identify with Africa, these people are now being classified as potential terrorists by the FBI. And why will this be like this? This is as a result of the fact that the FBI and a lot of these intelligence agencies, especially in America, they have discovered that African people are trying to break away from religion. They are trying to break away from Christianity that they imposed on them, and they are trying to connect back with their own organic spirituality, their own culture. And not only that, they are trying to create their own communities and speak the truth about their history and spirituality. So they have now seen that a lot of African people are trying to break out of Christianity, and they are trying to organize themselves into communities whereby they can be able to be doing things by themselves and be living by themselves by breaking off from the tentacles of white supremacy. So they don't like this, and they are afraid of this. Because of this fear that the FBI have, they have now started trying to find ways to destroy these groups. So they have come up with this this slogan, or with this program, or whatever they're calling it, that say there are some people that are Black Identity Extremists and they are potential dangers. So therefore, these people, they are being placed on watch lists. They are being watched all over the world. These people include Pan-Africanists, African educationalists, and African spiritualists. And it includes everybody that identifies as an African spiritualist or as a Kemite. If you are talking about ancient Egyptian spirituality, you are talking about Kemetics, you are preaching about African spirituality like me, they will classify you as a Black Identity Extremist for talking about your culture, for promoting your culture. You are now viewed as a terrorist now by the FBI. This is what is currently ongoing right now in America, and the situation have been increasing. I've been hearing cases of people that are trying to register for my program, trying to make payment to buy books to register. People, somebody will call them in America FBI agents calling these people that learn African spirituality. They will call them, tell them that why are they sending money to Africa? Do they know this person? Are they not sure this person is a terrorist? That they should not send money to Africa? That's for the reason that these are black people I'm talking about, not white people sending money. Black people, African people living in America that want to send money to Africa to support a movement or to learn about their history and spirituality. FBI agents are calling these people inside America, questioning them, threatening them, and telling them not to send money to Africa. This is I've noticed people have called me, tell me they try to send me money, or immediately they send me money by Western Union, MoneyGram. FBI agents will call them, asking them why are they sending money to me? Why are they sending money to Africa? This is becoming too much. Recently, 2 weeks ago, they did this to another lady, very matured lady. They called her, asked her why she sent money. What did she send? Just $50. Just $50. Because of $50, FBI called her, an FBI agent with a Mexican name, telling this lady that this lady is sending money, that I could be Boko Haram, I could be a terrorist, that why is he sending money to me? This lady was very angry. The lady told them, this is money for a donation to person that is teaching me African spirituality. What is the meaning of this? This person is a popular person. His message is clear. Why are you sending money? They are asking the person that does he really know me? Is he a family member? He should not send money to Africa. So the lady asked them, if I am sending this money to Mexico, will it be okay? Because you are from Mexico. If I send this money to Mexico, will I be classified as a terrorist? Or I'm aiding a terrorist organization? This is real matter, kuro matter. FBI agents are calling up people in America, threatening them not to send money to Africa. That if they send money to Africa, they may be or could be or supporting a terrorist organization. People that are learning African spirituality. So what they are trying to do is that they are trying to threaten these people, to put fear into these people, so that people in America will not connect with people in Africa. America is a place whereby there are different kind of people living there, multi-racial country. If an African person living in America cannot send money to Africa, where do you want them to send the money to? Is it to United Kingdom, or to Europe, or to Australia, or to Canada? I mean, this it just shows that the mission of American secret agencies, as the FBI, CIA, is to make sure that there is no unity between Africans living in America and Africans living in the motherland. The same foreign policy that they are operating toward, their government is operating towards Africa to underdevelop and create disunity in the continent, is exactly what these agencies are doing. The enemies of Africa are the same enemies of African spirituality. They are one and the same. This thing, now, if you are a African spiritualist in America, just know that you are being watched. Your internet traffic is being watched. A lot of these people, the American government, they have this law that they can just hack into people's computers and get information about them. They spy on everybody. This is what Edward Snowden is talking about. That the American government, they have systems that they use to spy on their citizens and anybody they want to spy on in the world. So as far as you are a black person, they see that in your Facebook, in your social media, you're talking about African spirituality, or you're trying to find information, to source or research information on Google about African spirituality history, and you are steadily studying this, just know that you are being watched. This is the truth. If you are studying and trying to get information on African spirituality online, on the internet, on Google, on Facebook, just know that you are being watched by the American government. You are being watched by Mark Zuckerberg. Okay? They don't want African people to know about their history. They don't want African people to know about their spirituality. They certainly don't want Africans all over the world to unite. I have cases of people living in Bermuda, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, St. Kitts. When they contact me, they want to buy something, they want to send money to. It's very, very difficult for them. Very, very difficult. Then we ask them, do you know this person? How do you know this person? Bring the ID card of this person. Bring the all sorts of childish questions. And these are African people. How much they want to send? Just little money. $50, $100. They'll be asking them like they are sending one big money. Stressing them. But if these the same people want to send money to America, they don't ask questions. If they want to send money to Europe, it is very easy. They want to send money to any of these Western countries, it is very easy. But immediately they want to send money to Africa, it is a case study. Most times these people will get frustrated. They end up not being able to send the money. They go to bank, they will ask them to bring an invoice, bring the ID card of this person, bring everything they need. This is not say they are protecting their people from scam. Okay? A lot of scammers live in America. There's a lot of scammers in Europe, scammers in India. Every country they commit crime. The main bone of contention is that they don't want Africans living outside the continent to connect with Africans living in the motherland. They don't want that unity. They don't want the transfer of knowledge. This is the primary policy behind this very thing they are doing. This is the primary policy. They don't want Africans to unite. Because they know that if Africans are uniting, it is game over for them. If Africans are not interacting with each other freely, and they start creating that strong communication, building that international trans-border community, it's game over for them. They don't want this. And this has been going on not only in America, in Asia. When I was in Asia, they don't allow African people to even send money back home. You come to a country, they say they give you a work. You're working in the country, you're paying taxes, but sending your money back home to your family is a problem. You cannot send money to take care of your own family. Can you imagine? So what is the point of you going there to work? When it's like after your work, you cannot, they don't even allow you to send the money to take care of your family back home, to your own family. They will tell you they don't send money to Africa. What sort of nonsense is it? They want you to spend your money inside the country, to spend every dime you are making inside that country. They don't want anything for your family. This shows that the people hate you. They don't want you to progress through them. They don't want you to benefit through them. This is why I tell these people, most of my friends working, I also work. So when somebody is treating you like this, it means that they don't want you to use that money they are paying you to benefit anything. They don't want you to get any benefits. They just want you to work like a slave till you die. You can't do anything with the money. You can only spend it inside the country. This is evil. This is wickedness. And we need to know that this is not an ordinary thing. It's a policy. It is a direct policy created or that originated from the base of the inner recess of their government on how to create disunity and to cause problems, to create this, to put people in suffering. Okay, so this thing they are doing is not an ordinary thing. A lot of time people will go to say they want to send money to register for program. First of all, it was paper. Then we cut off paper. Any of this online money transfer that you see, they always stress people out. Many times people will send it, it will not work. You try Western Union, then we say they send it, later they will cancel the transfer. Maybe they have called FBI, FBI will tell them cancel that transfer. The same thing with MoneyGram. This is becoming all too frequent. What are these people doing? They are trying to cut people that want to learn about African spirituality. They don't want them to get access to the knowledge. This is why they are doing what they are doing. They don't want Africans living in America, living outside, to know about African spirituality. They don't want them to know about the truth about themselves. So they are trying to block access to this knowledge. Even YouTube channel, many times they will shadow ban you. People cannot see your channel. People cannot get access to your channel. All these things are coming. It's not happening now. It's coming from a policy from these government agencies especially in America. They are also doing this in Australia too. African people in Australia have difficulty sending money back to Africa. If an African living in your country cannot send money to Africa, where do you want them to send money to? This is not a white person, no. An African person born in Africa, from Africa. You are making it difficult for them to send money back home. What is your problem with this? This is just a wickedness. And this is the plan of these people. So anybody practicing or you studying African spirituality, you're doing research, or just know that you can be watched, or you are probably being watched, especially if you live in America. You are probably being watched by FBI, classified as a Black Identity Extremist for identifying, for being black and proud. If James Brown was alive today, James Brown would be identified as the foremost Black Identity Extremist for singing that song, say it loud, I'm black and proud. Bob Marley would be identified as a Black Identity Extremist. Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, anybody that is pro-African, that is pan-African, will be identified as a Black Identity Extremist, a potential terrorist. And this is a very bad label that we must reject. Because these people, they are trying to criminalize African spirituality. So this is an attack on African spirituality. We should not accept this. Everybody know that African people are not terrorists. You don't see African people going to shoot up clubs, shoot up the place the way white people do, the way Muslims do. You don't see black people tying bombs to themselves to be blowing up planes. Black people don't do that, all this nonsense. So why are you trying to criminalize us? You don't see black people going around with AK-47 doing all sorts of nonsense the way these Muslim terrorists are behaving. We don't do that. Okay? We don't. Everybody know that Africans are the most peaceful people in the world. This is why everybody is trying to take advantage of us. We just want to be left alone. They don't want us to be alone. We want to do our own thing. Now they are coming with this label. Black Identity Extremists. Potential terrorists. Who have time for doing terrorist work? Person never shop belly full. We never think of how to improve our condition to go to blow people up. It's very childish and stupid for African people to do. Okay, this thing, those kind of things is for Muslims and these white supremacy racists. These are the people that are terrorists, the KKK, the FBI, CIA, the ones that are invading other people's country because of gold, oil, and the natural resources. Those are the real terrorists. The American government, they are the real terrorists. People that invaded Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, Syria. Now they are going into Russia. Are those black people? Who are the ones doing all the killings, all the pedophilia? Is it black people? It's not the Roman Catholic Church. You people will not label those ones as terrorists, as white identity terrorists. You're coming to meet black people that are studying their African spirituality. You are labeling them terrorists. Are you not ashamed? When will your bullshit stop? It's just so childish. They just hate. These are people that are racists. This is born out of the racist element in the FBI, the racist element in the CIA, in the Mossad. These are people that are dedicated to the underdevelopment and destruction of African spirituality. They are the people that created this Black Identity Extremist label that they are trying to promote. Somebody study about his own spirituality. You are calling that person a terrorist. You don't want peace in this world. Somebody, they do their own thing. These people will never be satisfied until their boots is on the neck of every African in the world. These are the real enemies of Africa. The enemies of Africa are the same enemies of African spirituality. They have not changed their behavior. The Leopard have not changed the spot till now. They are still the same people, just evolving, trying to find way to attack African people. So we have to be careful that if you study African spirituality, you are probably being watched, especially if you are in America, by CIA and FBI. You are probably being labeled as a Black Identity Extremist for being pro-black, for being a Pan-African. This is a new nonsense they are doing. And you have to be careful about these people. You have to mind the way you behave with them. And your finances, you have to put it in check. Anything you are doing, with these people, they never play fair. You should know that. They always try to find a way to criminalize you so that they can persecute you. They say you give a dog a bad name before you hang the dog. So what these people are trying to do to African spirituality is to give it a bad name. Okay? We have always been people that is trying to fight for our rights, fight for even equal human rights. They don't even, these are things that are supposed to be natural. We don't even need to fight for those things. We just need to live our normal life. Ignore these people. So this is what you need to keep doing. Don't let them intimidate you. Because what they are doing, when they call these people, they are trying to intimidate them. And most times, the people, they get adverse reaction. Before somebody will say you want to learn African spirit, you think the person don't know me. Not be my face now, they see every day for you. How can I be a bad person? How can I be a terrorist? I get time for those kind of things. Do you see me talking about those kind of rubbish here? You're just trying to block people from learning about African spirituality, from blocking people from connecting, from blocking people from unifying. This is their mission. So please don't let them intimidate you. If anybody calls you, insult that person very well. Curse them, because they are calling up people, then they're intimidating them on the phone. This is what they are doing. Right now in America, they called up a lady about 2 weeks ago, trying to threaten her. And the lady insulted them very well. Insulted them very well. I don't think they will ever call her again. These are FBI agents calling people, why are you sending money to Africa? Do you know these childish things? Are you sure this person is a real person? Are you sure this person is not a scam? Are you sure this person is not a terrorist? Are you sure? You're just trying to intimidate people. So if somebody sends money to America now and to Mexico, the person is supporting the Sinaloa cartel in Mexico because they send money back home. Are you that stupid? Do I look like a Boko Haram to you? So this nonsense these people are doing is very, very insulting. And they are trying to put fear into people, into African people. So whether they like it or not, we must unite. We will still progress. They cannot stop us. So do not be afraid of them. But I just want you to know that this is what they are doing now. They are classifying people that study and practice African spirituality under the label of Black Identity Extremists. They are classifying Pan-African people under Black Identity Extremists. So this reason is that we should be careful of these people. The reason for this is that they are saying that I read what the article. They are saying the black people, they don't like to involve white people inside their movements. So therefore they are scary. Why do we want to involve other people into our movement when it does not concern them? So a Pan-African group, we're going to be pushing white people, India, or Caucasian, everybody inside Pan-African. How is it going to be Pan-African? Where we are including everybody. How can we be able to work for the development of African people? Imagine an India group that will be, everybody have their own cultural unit where they congregate together. They are not happy that black people are uniting. This is their main bone of contention. They are not happy. They want us to put all kinds of people inside the group so that it will not look like it's a black people. What is wrong with black people having their own cultural group, for crying out loud? How is that a threat to you? When white people have all their white organizations everywhere, there's no single black person there. Do any black person complain? When they have all their lodges everywhere, their secret societies, Freemason, clientele, they don't put any black person there. Do you see us complaining? All the major powerful societies in the world, G7, even the G20, you're not going to see any African country there. Just recently, they are trying to beg in to put some African people there. Do you see them putting us in their club? Their United Nations Security Council. Do you see any African country there? You see any black person complaining? Only them are trying to be ashamed of themselves, trying to say, it's time we have to include African people now, and we cannot ignore 1 billion African people. They are trying to, we're not send you now. Okay, whether they put us or not, it doesn't matter. They are going to put a stooge there that we still work on that develop Africa. We know the game. So it's not about color or tokenism. Saying you put because you put a black man inside your company, it means that you are not racist. We see this nonsense every time because you put a black person in the movie, so therefore I'm not racist because you take picture with a black man. See, I'm not racist. No. It's not about colorism. Okay, it's about focus. So if you're watching this channel regularly in America, be sure that your ISP might probably be monitoring you, and anything you are doing, keep your things coded, especially if you have white friends, white folks friends around you, or those black people that are like how will I say, Uncle Tom, those ones that working for massa, like Django Unchained, Samuel Jackson. If you have those kind of white friends that are pro-Christian, that love Jesus, you have to code your African spiritual practices from them. Okay, because many of them don't understand. They have been brainwashed to see African spirituality as evil. So probably those ones are the ones that will be going to this FBI to go and be talking trash, that they will never say anything good about African spirituality. So we have to be careful. They are watching us, especially me on this channel. I know that I am already under watch for a very long time, since the incident I have with the Mossad when I started this channel, how they try to infiltrate my channel and the field. I know that I am under watch, but I don't give a damn. I don't plan to go to their country one day. I'm not planning to looking for friends with benefits. I'm not planning to go into politics. So they can do nothing to me. And I'm not hungry for money too. So they cannot do anything to me. But if you are working with them, or you're walking around them, or you still working inside their system of white supremacy, you have to be very, very careful. Okay, these people don't want Africans to connect with their spirituality and their history. So when you connect and they know that they cannot control your mind, if they cannot control your mind, they cannot control your body. They cannot control your finances. So when they see that they can't control this place, they see you as a threat. Okay, so you have to be careful with these people. Code your practice from them, the way they do your things, the things you talk about. Be careful about them, because many of these people now, it's clear that they are now becoming spies and undesirable elements. Okay, so this is what is currently happening now. Then for some of us that have been watched, or you have been they have been spying you, it is good for you to try to learn how to use Bitcoin. Bitcoin is very good. USD, these cryptocurrencies, is very good for making payments. You can use it to buy anything. So learn how to use Bitcoin. It will help you a lot, okay, in solving many problems of doing transfers or doing payments. Because if you go through their systems, they control all those systems. They control the Western Union, MoneyGram. All those are under their control. But they cannot control Bitcoin. That's why they hate it. So since they're trying to attack our studies, we need to code many things from them. Okay? The revolution will not be, how will I say, it will not be televised, or it will not be internetalized. Okay? They say who they pursue you, they show you road. Okay? Who they drive you, they give you sense. So the more they try to attack us, the more we find ways to continue with our study, with our progress, with our own spiritual development and advancements. Okay, they are not going to stop. They have been starting this nonsense since before the time of Martin Luther King. Black people have still been moving forward. We have been moving forward. They have been oppressing. We have been moving forward. If they cannot stop the evolution of the consciousness of African people back then, they cannot stop it now. So no matter the intimidation of the FBI, CIA, or whatever nonsense that is out there, they cannot stop us, okay? Everybody knows that we are not bad people. Everybody knows that African spirituality is a very, very peaceful practice. The issue is that they don't just want African people to practice it. They want us to be in Christianity and Islam so that they can continue to manipulate us forever. So when you break free from this manipulation, it hits their bottom line. When advertising companies cannot control you, you are not easily moved by the lies of the government, you are living your own life. Nobody can tell you how to spend your money. You are independent. You do things by yourself. They don't like this. It affects their bottom line. It affects they cannot make money off you, and they cannot control you. This is what they are against. So their plan is to block people from getting the knowledge, block people from making contacts with the right people, and to cause problems, to threaten people not to practice African spirituality. This is just what is going on. So please, you have to be aware of this very thing. So anything you are doing, let it be transparent. Okay? Just focus on what you are doing. Continue to practice your African spirituality. Don't let anybody intimidate you. Okay? They cannot do anything to you. They don't say you are not doing anything wrong. They don't have no charges against you. They don't have right to tell people not to send their money to where they want to send it to, not to buy what they want to buy. They don't have no right to say you cannot buy book to read. So don't allow anybody intimidating you not to get knowledge. Anybody that is an enemy of knowledge, that person is your enemy. Anybody that's an enemy of African spirituality, that person is your enemy. So don't allow anybody to intimidate you. This is what the FBI and CIA is currently doing in America. Okay? They are trying to label us terrorists, trying to label us as bad people, and so that they can criminalize study and practice, and they can put fear into people to not make contact with the motherland. So this is the updates that I'm giving you. So as far as you are living there, be careful, and watch out for these criminal people, these evil people that they are using. Especially they are using these Mexican people to call, these Mexican intelligence officers. That's what they are using to call, to intimidate black people. They are now using Mexico people in America to intimidate African people. Can you imagine? We are Mexico. Who first corner? Mexico, they don't use to threaten us now. So let's leave it as that for here. So this is what I wanted to say today about this topic and what they are trying to do. So continue to study. Don't let anybody intimidate you. Me, I will still be here. I have nothing to hide. My message here is to teach African spirituality. And I will continue to teach it, and nobody can stop me. Okay? No Christian, no CIA, no FBI, no Mossad can stop me from teaching. My teaching will continue. The teachment will continue. Okay? Who not like better thing, it not go better for them. Anybody will say African spirituality not go better, that person not go better. Any witch, any wizard, whether they plan to destroy or obstruct the knowledge of African spirituality, it not go better for that person. Any infiltrator, any spy, he hide go blind. Any witch, any wizard, any lesbian agent that is here to pollute African spirituality, it not go favor them. Okay? This kind of bad things that these people are doing, I don't know when are they going to grow up. Some people say that they just day life now, other people business. Now they want to make their business. Like say they not get personal problem. Like say they not get their own life to live. I mean, some people are just so depressed and so miserable that they cannot bear to see the happiness of other people. Any kind of secret agent that we engage in monitoring black people, that person must be a very miserable, depressed human being. I don't think anything is going on in the life of that person. Any good thing, and that person not get any good thing. Probably they are lonely. They don't have a steady relationship. They are mentally deranged. They are psychologically imbalanced, and they are just naturally wicked, envious, and hateful. To look out of all the problems in the world, all the problems in America, you have the drug problem, you have gun crime, violent crime, you have all the problems. You say that black people, where they study Pan-Africanism, now you call the monitor. You know, she said they're not born you well. All these kind of people, not them. They not be the children when they take the wash pele. So they are good for nothing. They are useless people, and they are malignant creatures, caricature. These ones, they will not go better for them. Okay, it better made them for just abort them when they born them. You not see any better thing to do for life. You say that black people, you can't spy for internet. Say that they learn African spiritual. You want, what they concern you? What is your business in black people's affair? You know, they go see people, the Arab people where they cause, you know, they go meet them. True, I tell you, this thing is a funny me. But some people will always be people. So make we they look them. For those ones that are not wanting people to patronize me, you people will still be ashamed. Okay, nothing can stop the knowledge. This is the time of African people to get their spirituality back. Nothing can stop it. Whether you say you want to stop people from, people will still get the knowledge. You can't stop it. Okay, so you're just doing in vain, wasting your time in vain, and that will naturally happen to you. Just waste your life, and at the end of the day, you'll be disgraced and you'll be embarrassed, and we'll call it a day. So this is what I have to say today. Questions or comments are welcome. Like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel. Yes, we know them. Oh, we know them. We see them every day. We see them. Even some of them are even in Nigeria. Yeah, there are some stupid ones that will call me. Some those ones from DSS. They will try to set me up with a girl. They want to see me. They want to see me. Where's my address? I don't see people. I tell people I don't need to see you to solve your problem. If you really have a spiritual problem, we don't need to see you. We move across time and space. One person called me one day. I have a lot of big problems that he want to fly to Africa. Blah blah blah. Should come and wait for him at the airport. I don't wait for anybody. I don't even encourage people to come to Nigeria. I don't have that time to leave what I'm doing to go and wait for you for airport. Which kind of problem you get where we know? If we know if solve, I go tell you say we know if solve. This person, they are trying to set him up to come and arrest me. Then I will go to one place and police will just catch me. You think I'm a fool? I don't visit people. I even rarely visit people that I know. Not to talk of people that I don't know. So, what do you mean you get? You want to see me? What do you want to see me for? We can do all our transactions here. You need the knowledge. You need your herbs. You need your ointment. Anything you need, I can get you here. We don't need to see physically. We can see in the spirit world. You can see it. You come to our temple in the spirit realm. We can see there. I don't need to travel to you. Now, who you see for heaven, I be your brother. Okay? So if you're really practicing African spirituality, you don't need to worry about LZ people. Where we can go, they cannot go there. What we can do, they cannot do it. What we know, they don't know it. Or they refuse to want to know it. Their plan is to destroy it. They want to destroy what they don't even understand. Something that they cannot destroy for how many years, they still cannot destroy. You cannot destroy it back then. Now that we have internet, is it now you want to destroy it? The one where they pray for never better, and the one where they swear for now won't go better. And I just look and they laugh. When the people call me that I just laugh. These are FBI people, not the frustrate African spirituality. It now go work, okay? So we'll continue to do what we'll do, and the life will continue to move forward. And there will continue to be peace. There will continue to be unity. There will continue to be transparency. And the truth will continue to be told. We are going to continue on healthy, the truth, bringing it out, bringing enlightenment, education, re-education, empowerment, liberation to our people. This is the message. If this is the dangerous message that you people don't want, then let it be. If teaching African people the truth, talking about unity, talking about love, talking about prosperity is now a terrorist message, then you can come and arrest me. Okay? If talking about African spirituality is not dangerous, that I cannot talk about my own history, I cannot talk about my own spirituality with facts and evidence. If this book is now a threat to some people, they don't want people to know this one, then I'm so ashamed of the mama we born now. If not, I'm so ashamed of the mother that gave birth to you people. If knowledge is now an evil thing, if knowledge is not a bad thing, knowledge that will help you, help your children, help your generation, if it's not a weapon of mass destruction, then you not deserve any good thing for this planet. You are a miserable idiot. Then there's nothing good that can come out of you. If you can label knowledge an evil weapon, then you are an evil thing. You are an enemy to humanity. Total enemy. This is all what I have to say. Okay? If knowledge of self is not a weapon, a terrorist weapon, that means you are an enemy to humanity. You are a negative entity, a total, completely negative entity from head to toe. There's nothing good about you. What are we doing here? Talking about knowledge, about history, things that will help us. So all these things now don't become evil things to you. Don't be winch, you don't be that. You don't become winch now. So you not get what you want to take you do. Just continue. You can change you. For those FBI agents, you can. But if you don't want change, now you not go suffer. Okay? Now you not go dey depressed. Now you not go be the miserable one. When you don't want to winch, say your plan now to destroy humanity. When you see good people, they do good things. You want to come there and destroy it. Now what in winch they do be that? That person is a total enemy of progress. Enemy of himself, enemy of nature, enemy of mankind, enemy of humanity. When your mission now is to be destroying good work, your mission is to be destroying everything that is good. Your mission is to bring disunity, lack of peace, hatred, anger. When you don't start in your mission to do all these kind of evil things, then there's nothing good about you anymore. Congratulations, you have now become the official monster, the official dark side or Thanos. Now, what you don't be with that now? The emanation of negativity and destruction. This is what you have now become. This is what you represent now on this physical earth. When you have not changed, that's it. Now, innocent people, now you won't call the attack. You don't get any better thing to do. Of all the millions of problems in the world, it is black people that is your problem. It's African spirituality that is your problem. Then congratulations, welcome to the club. It's not today that African spirituality have lots of enemies, and it is still surviving. So you can find your place and sit down, continue your nonsense. So we will continue to do the good things we are doing on this channel and beyond this channel. Okay, all banner the gold transfer. So I welcome you to join the club. We go see who go win. So this is what I have to say today. Questions or comments are welcome. Please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel. And of course, I will still share the books. For those of you that have not gotten this book, this is Whispers of Our Mente, Pathways to Ascension. This is a very powerful book that is written for people that want to make contact with ancient African deities. For people that want to identify with their African deities, this book will help you. It has simple instruction. Anybody can read it. There is nothing evil about the book. It talks about your knowledge, your African spirituality, and how to get in touch or bring the consciousness or awareness of our African spirits or ascended ancestors to your mind. So if this book is a bad thing, it is only bad for people that are enemies of truth. This is only bad for them. It is not bad for you. If you are for truth, for love, for unity, for prosperity, this book is for you. This book is for only enemies of progress. That is bad for only enemies of progress. So FBI, CIA, see the book here. Even at this book, they pay you now. More na go take on head knack war, or more na go up transformer. Okay. And the book be this. Now what do we do for here be this? So if the same person will come plant bomb, well, and not get that time. And knowledge we do for here. This other one too, walking in the shadow of the gods. It go still help you. If you dey miserable, you dey depressed, or you suffer from sadistic tendencies, or and you be FBI agent, CIA, or Mossad, this book will help you. It will help you if your places where your hospital not fit help you. This book will help you. It will help you. It will help your family members if any of them get illnesses, when they not fit treat, or they want to know about herbs. They want to know about things that will help them for love, prosperity, protection. This book will help now. Okay, now knowledge book. It is not a weapon of mass destruction. Okay, so when I go find that thing too. This one too, if you want to know the truth about Africa, quantum physics and African spirituality, these ones have a lot of physical evidence, scientific evidence beyond reasonable doubt, where it will teach you all the things where you know. The things where they not teach you for school, it is inside this book. The things where they not teach you for your church, for your mosque, it is inside this book. Now, very simple book to understand. It is written in English. Okay, it's not also expensive too. You can get it. It will solve your problem. It will open your eyes, open your ears. It will enlighten you, and it will change your perception of reality, or at least it will hard to run. So this book is highly recommended, and it's here. Okay, the three of them is just $300. So by the way, postage included. So I can send it to your to your place. If you are in Langley or Washington or anywhere, you can have this book too. We go help to cure the madness and psychosis when they label everybody extremists. So now the book with this, so I don't write them. Those people they try to block my payment and all the rest. It not go better for now. Then if you're having difficulty sending me payment with those who are sending your MoneyGram, please learn how to use Bitcoin. I also accept Bitcoin, I accept USDT, and that one is easier. We can use blockchain. All of them join. If you want to buy any herbs or meditation beads, soaps or native shock, cowries, Geolokun, Blackstone, Thunderstone, Miracle Stone, Bint El Sudan, Alajiab. I got anything about African spirituality, I sell it here, okay? Same way they sell it in ASTY and Amazon. We get our own here. Buy authentic one from Africa, original one. I have the original stuff, the raw stuff, okay? So you don't have any fake stuff with me here. So you can contact me. Then if you also want to learn African spirituality, I still teach it. I have a 6-month program where I teach about African history and spirituality. This is what I do here on this channel. You can also send your agents to come and register. I will still have to interview them. Tell them to come and register to learn African spirituality. Okay? I did here with them. Then if I want to do consultation too, Oracle Tarot, the consultation, I did do and two. I did charge just $50. If you still tell them to come consult too, maybe I will help them too. So apart from that, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace. Okay.